Good. Gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's 4-12-2026. We're gonna. Yes, I have no idea what to say. I know I have some feedback. We're gonna do a poll in our community page right after this live stream. I do not know how long it's gonna be. I don't know when it's gonna end, but we can find out momentarily. We can share, so then I can talk about weather. Number one, I probably see we're doing Howell, Michigan, which absolutely I don't live in Howell. Just just point that out there. In fact, I should probably really adjust my camera. I can't do that. Let me fix my camera. We can begin. I fixed my camera, so let's begin. So, let's see. So we're going to talk about Lansing real quick, Michigan, as you probably say so myself. Now, in Lansing, Michigan, obviously you can see some storms here moving. It appears to be northeast. If you remember, I'm going to pull up a compass here. So here I have my compass. We're going to go like this, which I like mine. So we're going to have a compass here. So we have this, and like this. So we have north, south, east, and west. Just to point everybody out there, north, south, east, and west. Oh, we got that memorized. So north is up here. This is can. Part of my handwriting. I'm not good on the computer for writing. Then we have. Here's the border. And then we have south. So we have Canada. Then we have the USA, which where's my text box? So then we have here. We have the USA, which I don't know why that's big. It should be big, but oh well. So now I understand about. Oh my gosh. There we go. So now I understand about that. We can now move on. So this was the south, right? So we're going to talk about Canada. And by the way, this little red mark here, that's the border. That's also Lake Superior. Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Ontario. No, that's... No, wait. Okay, no, that's Lake Erie. That's Lake Ontario. HOMES. Homes. You can remember that. But we will not discuss that, because that's another video. Okay. Let's watch and see what happens to the radar and let you know what happens. Okay, so I'm going to point out something. Watch this storm right here. This storm right here. I'm highlighting. I want people to watch that, because that is going to shrink as well as this storm. It's going to get shrinking. So these storms will impact Traverse City, Petoskey, and etc. So keep an eye on those two storms while we continue. Okay, now you understand the video, now you understand what's happening. There's some lightning strikes down here of the storm, which I'm gonna switch radars here in a few minutes to, oh my gosh, what's that called? Let's see what's it called real quick. Radar Omega, that's what's called. So I'm gonna switch to Radar Omega here after this, so we can get a deep understanding. I like Radar Omega. We're gonna go storm chasing this year, which I'm glad I just don't have my materials. Stay tuned, because we may go storm chasing in Michigan. So we're gonna do storm chasing in Michigan. We are never gonna go to Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, parts of Texas. We're never gonna go down there because we don't want to. Now, definitely storm chasing Michigan. Now, if there's a tornado warning and I don't have any materials, we're not gonna go chase it. If I have a pole, a camera, which I wanted the cameras, and a bunch of other materials, so I will not list them. Okay. Let's take a look at Lansing's weather while we can. Have any questions or comments? Which I updated my number. Pull that up. Drag this. Okay, so my number is right here. 517-798-0707 if you have any questions or comments. At all. Don't spam me. If you spam me, I will put you on hold forever. Don't think I have the power to do that, because I will have the power. Also, if you call right now, not really put you in the live stream, because this is actually a recording. So, Lansing, ladies and gentlemen, 62 degrees Fahrenheit, not 67. I'm not saying it is so outdated. I am never ever going to say that again. People who still say the 67 me, not me. You guys are in the past. Think about the future. Thank you very much. Please think about the future. A future of America. Please stop saying that. I really beg you. If you keep saying it, go right ahead. But it's not going to be great for you. Okay, so just stop saying that. And don't say it in the chat, because I'll be watching this recording on the live stream. And don't think I will, because I will watch the full chat. Thank you. I don't think it will block you, too. I have power. Okay. Lansing, Michigan. Today, 80 degrees. The low will be 61. Now, that is perfect temperature right there and then. Humidity is 60%. Visibility 9.9. That is great temperature, folks. Perfect temperature. Go outside. I don't know where, and I don't care. Do something. Outside. Be productive. I'm a hypocrite, so who cares? Okay. Let's see. So at the 13th, tomorrow, the high will be 75, the low will be 65. The 14th, you're going to see some showers here for the 5th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. 82 degrees, 63 degrees. The 15th, which, by the way, if you wonder why I'm reading, I am going to be highlighting everything here, so you guys can see. The 14th will be some rain. The 16th, it's going to be some rain. 75 degrees, the low will be 61. No, that's 50. The 16th will be 71, the low will be 52 with some rain. And the 17th, you can see temperature go back up in the 80s. The 18th, 62 degrees, 35 degrees right here. So you're going to see some rain here. So there's going to be some rain throughout the week. Like the 22nd and 23rd. So the temperatures will be okay. I will not go outside though. Recommend to wear a coat on 19th, 20th, 21st, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 18th is my recommendation. Because if you look, 19th, 45 degrees. Low will be 32 degrees. That is cold. Almost, in fact, pretty much below freezing temperature of freezing water. Like 34 to 35 degrees. That is cold, ladies and gentlemen. Cold. So enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy it. It looks like it's going to get somewhat cold until the 28th. So please enjoy it. Sit back. Relax. Go outside. Play pickleball. Play tennis. Basketball. Do something productive. Go outside and have fun. Why be indoors with AC inside? Go outside. Bring a fan. And sit back and relax. It is so simple, but no one ever does it. Why? Because they're lazy. They rather sit at their house, be on the computer 24/7. I just been outside a few minutes ago. It's nice. I went out with no socks, no shoes, and no coat. Bit windy, but it feels wonderful. People who sit at their computer 24/7 that have nothing to do, that have to think about their computer. You guys are lazy. I don't think I'm kidding. So here's my advice for you folks. Go outside and enjoy the rest of your life. Because it's going to change. And sometimes, you're going to miss it too. Oh my gosh, I wish I had played with my friend today. Yeah. Call your friend and ask if they can come over and do something productive outside. You don't have to work outside, like pick up sticks, move this, move the boat. You could just have fun outside, do something productive, do some sports. It doesn't matter for me. You just gotta do something. The 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th will be some rain, so expect some rain during that time. Period. Just go to my data table. I like to call this a data table. Yes, I don't know why there's a bunch of ads, but we're gonna... Yeah, that's what the issue with MSN. It's just a bunch of AI stuff. I can't really do anything. And they're advertising about Square Card, which I don't use. I use Stripe. Okay. Windy at 6 p.m. 80 degrees will be some wind. That is grand. Perfect temperature right there and then. Yeah, I think you should go outside now, in my opinion. Back to our radar. Okay, so, anyway, we're gonna look at our, my script says do this, okay. So, Florida. Everybody loves Florida. The high temperatures, the tropics. It's definitely not like Venezuela, South America, or Cambodia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa, Madagascar, Yemen, Oman. That's not any of those countries. A few moments ago, a friend went to Japan, which here's Japan right here. I think that's Japan. That's Japan. I can tell because that's Tokyo. And did you know, I did look this up. Tokyo is the largest city, about 33, maybe more, maybe less, I forget the numbers, 33 million people. Tokyo. I thought Beijing was, I thought China and Beijing was the top 10. It is in the top 10. The fifth country, the fifth city. And that is surprising, because I have never seen China. So that's where China's from. Alright, I want to tell you a story real quick, which I love the story. It's from the famous I Survived. There, you can actually read the book. It's a graphic novel. I love graphic novels. It's called the I Survived Japanese Tsunami 2011. It's a great book. I recommend checking it out. It is by Scholastic. I can't really read the book due to copyright reasons. It actually says in here, let's see, it says something to do with copyright. All rights are reserved. No part of publication may produce, stored in a retrieval system, transmitted in any way or form, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, device, or used to trade any artificial intelligence technology is all written permission of the publisher. For information regarding permission, write Scholastic Inc. So I can't read the book, can't transmit it, but I can advertise it. So a great book. I love I Survived. There's other I Survives in here, like I like this one. I Survived the Joplin Tornado. There's also I Survived D-Day, 1944. World War II, World War I stuff. You like history. Oh, I Survived the Great Chicago Fire, 2011. There's also I Survived the Nazi Tsunami. Sorry, the Nazi Invasion, 1944, when there a bunch of Jews get prosecuted, and then the Nazis named guy Hitler, which we don't like. I Survived Hurricane Katrina, 2005. One of the old, not really one of the oldest books. There's also one last book I have here called I Survived the American Revolution, 1776. All graphic novels. Great books. But I think one of my favorite was the Tsunami, which we're going to talk about that, which I read that book so many times, and I was like, wow, I'm actually surprised at the knowledge. So, good books. Just my camera. Oh, my camera didn't get finicky. Great books, people. I recommend reading them. So let me explain something. In 2011, which has been a really long time, let's see. There's a tsunami that went by and hit a power plant. Knocked out power and hit a town. I forgot what town it was. It's in that book. I don't think I will read the whole book because I'm not allowed to, and even if I was, I will still not do. So yeah, so please, because Tokyo has a bunch of earthquakes. Millions! Has a thing called the fault lines. Let's actually open up the whiteboard. Here's the whiteboard. I have the whiteboard. So we're going to talk about some stuff here, which I would gladly talk about. Okay. Alright, so here we have our whiteboard. So, Japan. I'm going to pretend this is Japan. It's not really Japan, but I'm not. So, this was Japan, for example. E.X. So, and this is China. Yes, China, right? Now, the fault lines are here. Now, the fault line happens like this. We have a thing called the Richter scale. The Richter scale uses sensors to measure ground shaking. So it's like this bunch of paper here with a needle, and it just does this all day long. Pretty much. It's a giant roll of paper. Now to understand that, I'm going to go like this. Oh, that'll go away. Hold on. Okay, now, Japan through the fault lines. So don't understand about that. Now, the question is this. How do earthquakes happen? We gotta start with that before we get to the fault lines. Now, fault lines is called the Ring of Fire, pretty much. It's where the fault lines, where the plates meet. We call them plates. They're not really called plates. They're called tectonic plates. That is the actual name. Now, these plates move up and down every day, slowly but surely. But it disrupts them a lot. So we have a thing called magma. And we'll call it mag. And then we have the crust. The crust is where you are now. Then we have a bunch of other rock. And I'm not going to get into metamorphosis and a bunch of other rock. But sometimes crusts do this. Wow. Look at that. The thing got angled down. Or it goes like this. And basically, if it moves, it's like this. Now it can go over or spread apart. Now, what happens if it moves? Well, if it moves, you're going to hear vibrations. Kind of like this. Yeah, you can feel a lot of vibrations. And then tsunami works when the vibrations are so much equals a giant wave. And now if that equals a giant wave, it equals a tsunami. Or a tidal. Okay, now we understand how that works, which is grand. I can move on to the next segment. We're going to look at Port Charlotte, which I love Port Charlotte. I've never been there, Port Charlotte, but I heard it's a great place. So I'm just going to go to a random... Let's do Tampa. Sure, let's do Tampa. Let's do Tampa, yes, do Tampa. Wow, 19 minutes. So I'm trying to get this live stream short. Recording, I should technically say. What's happening? No. I'm getting a weird ad, so I'm not really going to blur. The editor's not really going to blur now, but who cares? Okay. Current weather, 79 degrees. Feels like 83 degrees. Oh, that's great temperature again. Like I said before, get outside, ladies and gentlemen. Air quality is 35. Wind is 12. Temperature 79 degrees. It feels like 83. Temperature 79. 14%. No precipitation. Very, very good. It's radar. Here's a small radar for us. No rain. How many temperatures here? Now that these are just perfect days. I don't even need to read the data table. I know these are just perfect days. So Labrakazam, maybe. So now understand about that, we can now begin our last segment. We're gonna look at a thing called Radar Omega, which I will gladly look up on my second monitor if it will open. I think it's gonna go on one of these screens. Drag this. Hold on. Okay. This is called Radar Omega. Love Radar Omega for a reason. Why, you ask? Well, because, number one, it's great for storm chasing. So, as the storm looks like now, it's bad, I would admit. But, hey. KCAE. KDTX. These are all like weather stations. So, I like about them. I love Radar Omega. It's a free app. Sort of. But to connect it to your computer, you're gonna make an account with them and pay the money, which I would gladly do. Yeah. Pretty much, there's no warnings, it looks like. They're good, but no. Stuff, there could be stuff up here. Nah, it's just a storm. Maybe this. I think that's a warning. No. Yeah. So that's Radar Omega for you. I like Radar Omega. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate and ask or call my number, which I'll get again. I will bring up my number. My number is 517-798-0707. If you have any questions or comments, have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen.